1963, Ernesto Miranda was arrested in Phoenix, Arizona on robbery, kidnapping, and rape charges. He was interrogated by police and confessed. At trial, prosecutors offered only his confession as evidence. Miranda was convicted of rape and kidnapping and sentenced to 20 to 30 years on both charges. Miranda's lawyer, Alvin Moore, appealed to the Arizona Supreme Court, but the charges were upheld. Miranda then appealed his conviction to the United States Supreme Court on the grounds that he had not been informed by police of his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination and his Sixth Amendment right to have an attorney present during interrogations by the police. Chief Justice Earl Warren, a former prosecutor, delivered the opinion of the court, ruling that due to the coercive nature of custodial interrogation by police, no confession could be admissible under the Fifth Amendment self-incrimination clause and Sixth Amendment right to an attorney unless the suspect had been made aware of his rights and the suspect had then waived them. To bolster his point, Warren controversially cited several police training manuals providing guidelines for inducing confessions from suspects. Thus, Miranda's conviction was overturned. However, more importantly, the nation's police departments were now required to alter their interrogation practices to inform arrested persons of their rights under the ruling termed the Miranda warnings. The state of Arizona retried Miranda. This time the prosecutors did not use the confession, but called witnesses and used other evidence. Miranda was convicted and served 11 years. After his release, he started selling autographed Miranda warning cards for $1.50 each. Over the next years, Miranda was arrested numerous times for minor driving offenses. He was arrested for the possession of a gun, but the charges were dropped. But because this violated his parole, he was sent back to Arizona State Prison for another year. After his release, Miranda spent most of his time in poorly kept bars and cheap motels in the bad section of Phoenix. On January 31, 1976, Miranda participated in a card game at the La Empaloma bar. A violent fight broke out and Miranda received a mortal knife wound. According to one report, a police card containing the Miranda warning was found on Miranda's body. A suspect was arrested and given the Miranda warnings. He then declined to give a statement. The suspect was released and supposedly fled to Mexico. The Miranda murder case was closed without apprehending the murderer.